a little bit more dull. I've theorised the reason for that is the males, once they mature, they go wandering, and when something's bright coloured, it typically means venomous or poisonous in the animal world. So I'm going to put it down to that.
Pretty much.
Now this one is one of the most sought after species in the hobby, the crimson eclipse, the Pantherbeteus stellaris. So I haven't actually shared these on my social media pages yet. This is the first time I've shown these off. There's something that I'm working on in the background. I did achieve an extract from this species earlier in the year. She held it for 35 days and unfortunately is infertile, but now this is a very interesting species here. So when I was a lot younger, before Facebook and Instagram existed, the spider hobby was all on forums. So you had arachno boards, reptile forums, and that's where the hobby was. I see pictures of these in the wild, and the adult female is living communally with her offspring. They're all around about juvenile size, and I was fascinated ever since I've seen that. They do have the common name, the chicken spider. Now, these don't eat chickens, I hate to break it to you.
So I am with Steve from the Spider Shop. Steve, what has Peterborough been like?
It's been really good today, mate. Loads and loads of really nice, like-minded weirdos that come up and have a real good chat about, like, spiders. This is why I do it anyway. It's a social thing for me. I like coming here, chatting to everybody, just seeing people like you and all my other friends that are here. So it's just more of a social thing than a shopping thing for me.
The spider life is a lifestyle, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the invert life, we should say, really.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is, show number 4 we've done this year, I think, 4? Yeah, so... Yeah.
Are you doing Coventry?
Doing Coventry as well. That'll be my final one for the year. I'm sort of trying to do all the shows that are an hour away drive. So it's a long old day at the end of the day, and then having to drive like 3 hours on the way back.
Yeah.
So a nice hour trip home, it's not too bad.
What's it like working on the Spider Shop?
I've been doing the Spider Shop now for 5 years, I think. So we've been working alongside these guys for 5 years. Lee and Sam are awesome. I class them as like good mates. So we come on here, we have a laugh, not only with the people that come here and the punters, the shoppers, but it's everybody else who works on the stand as well.
What have you been selling today? What's been your area that they've put you in charge of?
Well, I usually do this bit, which is the
true spiders,
scorpions, and the expensive stuff.
Expensive rare tarantulas.
Expensive rare tarantulas. So this is usually a bit I work, mainly because it's, I know the most about this section. It's not like I don't know nothing about jumping spiders.
No,
I hate millipedes. I hate millipedes and all that creepy stuff down there. So.
Millipede lovers, please feel free to drop him some comments.
But I'm not into millipedes and all that stuff down there. So I like being here.
Has there been a favourite invert for the Peterborough show where they've come and people have come aboard?
I think we've had personally a lot of people coming up and buying starter tarantulas and a lot of starter kits and stuff we sold today. Obviously we sell, you get the same people that come every single show and they'll get the weird and obscure stuff.
The rarer stuff, yeah.
But we have sold a lot of the standard sort of, people wanting to start out in the hobby, in this downward
the invert life.
Yeah, the invert life of having no money and
literally having, when you get deep into it, that's true, that is true.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been really, really good.
So for those of you that might not know Steve, as well as working the spider shop, he is also Tarantula-tastic enclosures over on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook as well, Facebook group.
Yeah.
So please pop over there, give them on a follow. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Pleasure as always.
I'm with Tony from Venomous Visions. Tony, what is it that you guys do?
Well, we mainly focus on centipedes and millipedes is our focus. We do scorpions, we're known for our scorpions as well, but our main thing really is centipedes and millipedes.
How's the Peterborough show been for you?
It's been a good show, it's been a good crowd. We've been doing this show since it first come about. You know, we'll always come back time and time again, so no complaints here.
What's the best thing about the shows? What's the shows that you really love?
For me personally, it's seeing the smaller traders who have the fewer tables, but the more rarer species. As opposed to, we've got like 30-foot table here, but with the smaller sellers, just like 1 or 2 tables. That's where you find like the really nice rarer stuff, because they're concentrating on a small amount of species as opposed to trying to do so much. Yeah, so we see that like at the Bristol show, find the odd little table with some really rare stuff, and there's only a small quantity of it, so once it's gone, it's gone.
Would you say like there's been more interest for millipedes, scorpions and centipedes in the last couple of years?
Oh, definitely.
Is it growing?
Definitely. I mean, we come about with the first, we create like almost like the first centipede wave when we started doing centipedes. Before it was just like 2 or 3 species, and then 10 species, 20 species, 25 species. Same with the millipedes, it was always like the same species you'd see until we started getting different variety of species in. So, and as you know, the last couple of years, the scorpions have really taken off. I think more so since we've come back after COVID. Since then, scorpions literally, you know, everyone wants different scorpion species. You also notice that the traders themselves are trying to get in as many different species as well, as opposed to like the run-of-the-mill, you know, Asian forest scorpion, the desert hairy scorpion.
I think people have probably just got them already.
Yeah,
and they want the other things that's out there. And
yeah, I mean, I always say, like, when people come and say, what's the, you know, I want to get my first scorpion, what's the one to get? And I always say Heterometasilinus. I said it's like the corn snake of the scorpion hobby.
Yeah.
If the scorpion keeper hasn't got it, then they've had it sometime in the past, and it's like the staple diet.
Yeah, we all start off on the Solanus.
But as like you say, once you've got all the run-of-the-mill stuff, it's like, can you get the rarer stuff? Can you get the stuff which is more obscure? And we're seeing that a lot more now, especially the stuff which is TSS, which is bringing in, and obviously Tim and George Geoscorps is breeding lots of various species. So yeah, it's nice to see new species in the hobby as opposed to the run-of-the-mill stuff.
And then, because I mean, when you come to a show, you always see everything is already laid out. So when a seller walks through the door, you're all set up.
Yeah.
What's the prep time, and what kind of goes into, let's say, a week ago to get you to here?
Yeah, so like me personally, when we first started doing the livestock, when I should just do centipedes, it used to take me ages. It used to take me ages to do it. I used to, you know, soul destroying. But now, even like setting up, I'd come in and be like, right, where's everything going? And then after a period of time, you get into a rhythm. It becomes a military operation. You come in and it's done with military precision and it's done quickly. So normally I will start my prep. I'll start my prep Saturday and Sunday beforehand. I'll start running lots of labels. Monday and Tuesday I ship my orders early, and then that's it. And then the rest of the week I don't ship. I come home, and then it's just right. Who hasn't fed? What we're taking to the show? How many individuals we're taking? So I think from start to finish, it probably takes me about 6 to 7 days.
I know I for one was definitely guilty of just turning up to a show and not even thinking about that whole process.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that sort of like the Invert fairies come along and make it happen overnight. There's a lot of prep time. I mean, if you look at like TSS, they have a lot of tarantulas. We don't do spiders, so they also have to deal with that. We deal with, we've got a lot of centipedes. I'm the only one who deals with centipedes at home, so when it comes to centipedes, it's me that has to do all the prep time. The scorpions and stuff and the millipedes, that can be helped with my partner. But yeah, it's about 5 to 6 days. When it's done like this, it's great, but I don't think people actually know how much effort actually goes into it. Everything from running the labels, making sure you got the stuff, even getting the correct tubs and to keep your animals in. It's all got to be thought about. And then when you're done, finishing the show, packing it all up, adjusting your website if you have one, redoing all the numbers, packing it all away on the Monday and Tuesday, and then getting ready again Wednesday to ship the orders all over again. So we do about 15 shows a year, and have the website. So
busy.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like we leapfrog through the year. It's really, really quick. The only month we don't do a show now is December. So every other month we've either got at least 1, possibly 2 shows on. So we've got 3 shows left to do, and then that's it.
That's 2025 over again.
Then that's it till 2026.
So how long have you personally been keeping the centipedes in particular for?
Oh, I kept centipedes even before we actually started selling livestock. So I kept my first centipede back in 2012 when I worked at Croydon Reptiles. When I worked there, they had centipedes in there. I had to be the only one who had to deal with them, and all double boxed in the shop and in a viv and stuff. And then I quite like them. I like stuff which is venomous. And since 2012 I kept them on and off. The millipedes came a little, quite some time later on. And when we first started selling, we were only doing centipedes and centipedes exclusively, which was at the first Bristol show. And then by the time I think we got to the Brighton show, I think it might have been, at the end of that year, the first Brighton show, then we started seeing us with centipedes started seeing us with millipedes, and then, doing a bit of everything else. So.
And then finally, because I'll get asked this question a lot, and you always kind of rack your brains for it, so I'm hoping you can put it to bed. What is the #1 beginner centipede? If somebody's watching the video now and they think, I want to get into centipedes, I'm going to go over to the Venomous Visions website.
Which species would you
Which
get?
species are we looking at?
I would look at Scolopendra cingulata, Scolopendra mortisans, both come in on the Egyptian shipments. You can look at Rhycida longipes, very, very easy to care centipede. It doesn't get big, it's not aggressive. The only offset that you may get with having like these smaller species is that they do hide a lot. That's the only thing. It's like having like an old well tarantula, a pet tub mud is what you get.
Yeah, we're all used to it.
Scolopendra mortisans, Scolopendra cingulata, Rhycida longipes. Scolopendra polymorpha is another good one that you can have. Any of the flagtails, Adipes multicostis or Grandidieri, they're good species to have as well. And a bog standard Ecmostigmus trignopodus from West Africa, gets about 4.5, 5 inches, another good starter species. Then you start venturing into sort of like the Southeast Asian bad boys, and
you're moving up another level.
Yeah, lots of people want a big centipede to start off with, and we always encourage start off with a smaller one. If people want to buy a bigger one, it's no problem, but we like to give them the option of an easier to care centipede rather than a large defensive species.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No worries, Scott.
from Spa Spiders. Luke, how's Peterborough been for you guys today?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. The best days of the month are the shows. The shows. So, yeah, no, really good, really good. Did a talk today. That's something that I'm personally looking to improve on. So I've done a little bit today. I'm hoping to do a few more talks, especially into next year. Yeah, it's been a really rewarding day. As always, speaking to like-minded people, this is the only place that you can come and speak to people all day about spiders.
That's all they want to talk about. What do you
Yeah,
want?
absolutely. It's like, I think my mates back home, they get a little bit bored of me speaking spiders, but nobody gets bored of speaking spiders here. So yeah, no, the best days out of the month.
So I think a lot of people watching probably know yourself and they know Spa Spiders. So I want to ask you something different.
Yep.
More about that talk.
Yep.
How did you find doing the talk? What was it about? What did you find people were more interested in with the spiders that you took?
So with the talk today, I've done it on Panthobeteus and Xenenophis. The reason why I chose this subject is because of the 19 years I've been in the hobby, these South American giants I've only just recently got into myself. So I wanted to talk about them, shed a little bit of light on them. And yeah, people are really quite interested. When the cameras stopped rolling, people came to the table and we were showing off the spiders and conversing and stuff. It's a little bit of a shame that wasn't captured actually on the talk. It's really nice, yeah, a bit of discourse, just learning about these spiders, the conditions that you keep them in, being a little bit cooler than other species. And people are just fascinated with how big the Xenenophis are. They're so close to Ferrophosa in size, but with all of the colours. So, yeah, no, it's really good chatting. It was really good chatting. I think my talk finished at about 20 past, and I got back to the table at 2 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah, it was really nice. As I say, just conversing with people, and yeah, I hope that they've taken something away from it today.
I mean, we're good friends, so for me, watching you do that talk, it was just seeing you, that literally looked like you were in your element. You know what I mean? It was just like, off you went.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was impressive just to stand back and watch.
I mean, that's the thing though, but for me, like, I'm quite critical of myself, and only because like today I came and like, I had bullet points of what I wanted to talk about, but you know, moving into the future, I want to do a bit more of a presentation so I can make sure that I'm delivering the information to the audience watching, from beginners to the more experienced, and I want to just cover a little bit more. So for me, on the personal note, it's something that I want to work on, but yeah, today I just went off what came to me.
I think it was the attention to detail. So what normally happens with the talks is people stand about 5 or 6 metres away from whoever's doing the talk, and when you zoom in on things on the camera that's in there for the TV, you can watch it. But what Luke noticed was when that happened, the colours of the spiders that he was showing weren't coming out on the TV. And I think your passion just took over at that point, didn't it? Because you just said, everybody come and look at this.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing, you know, is the colours weren't coming quite through the TV how they liked them to, but everybody came to the front of the table, and I just find it so fascinating that I'm taking the lids off these giant spiders, as I will do now. Let's get some of these guys. So as we can see, this is one of the spiders.
Come a bit closer.
This is one of the spiders that we had out today. It's a mature male Xenenophis. Let's just see if we can get him to show his colours off a bit more.
Oh my god.
So what I found fascinating, there we go. Now you can really see the colours on him.
He is.
But what I found fascinating is I'm taking the lids off all these giant spiders, and everybody that's watching is here straight in the action, you know. It's really rewarding for a personal perspective. That's people, once you learn about these creatures, you sort of lose the fear, and everybody that was watching was kind of just engrossed in what was going on. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed the talk today.
I think it again, you know, for me, kind of videoing a little bit of what you were doing, it was the age range.
Yeah.
Because one end you had like the small kids, absolutely fascinating, and then you had literally all the way up to older people like myself, kind of watching and being fascinated by them as well.
I mean, that's what I really quite like. Like, that's the one thing that gets me, is that the younger generation really showing an interest in getting into the spiders, because I myself started in the hobby when I was 11, And when I see parents coming around with their younger kids and their kids are interested and the parents are supporting the kids in their new venture or new hobby, then I find that really quite rewarding, yeah. So to see the younger ones there taking an interest in what I was saying, perfect.
Finally, if there's something like this time next year you'd look back on this show, is there anything that you'd think, remember that?
What would be memorable about this show? It probably would be the conversations when the camera stopped rolling after doing my talk. I would say
40 minutes.
Yeah, an extra 40 minutes of chatting with people and just being able to stand there and converse with people and share ideas. I think that's what I'll take away next time. And I would actually quite like to incorporate that into the next talk I do. Because if we could have had a little bit of footage of the discourse there, I think it would have been really quite nice.
Awesome. And then is Spa Spiders going to be at Coventry?
Yes, so unfortunately I won't be at the Coventry show personally. I'm away on the trip. But we are at the Coventry show. All of the Invert Show UK events, we're there each year, every show, even all the way over in Glasgow. Fantastic show. So, yeah, any Invert Shows UK event, that was a tongue twister, we'll be there.
Oh, no, yeah.
We'll be there.
Thank you very much as always, man.
Thank you. Pleasure.